It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night.
Let's go, man.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
The drive begins with Henry, and they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Jackson now on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Trying down the middle with Henry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Henry on second. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. They send a tight end in motion. They're trying an option play left side on 1st down. On the move into the red zone. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Diving for the goal line, and it's not free! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end, as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Prescott now on 3rd down. It's caught, Ferguson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll come up 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. George Pickens the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Completes this one to Hill. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down, here's Lamar. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Henry running to the left. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Throw complete to Lamb. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back, it's the handoff. Up the sideline past the 25. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That throw finds Pickens. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the longtime vet Brian Anger on now. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Receiver in motion going left. From the 32. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Lamar off the play fake. Connects with Bateman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First and 10 now from the 30. Prescott here from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another carry for him. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Prescott to throw. Catch made underneath by the back. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Pistol snap to Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he gets him 1 as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is cut. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Lamar throwing again. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Brian Anger on now to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. That one complete to Hopkins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Man in motion here. 1st down, here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Andrews with the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. It's away, and not a great kick, angling right toward the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewitt.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Turpin with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first is Prescott. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 39. Setting up the running back screen. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Prescott now on third down. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Another throw for Prescott. That's Lamb running slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down. Dak now from the gun. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Prescott here from the gun. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from 40 on the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hill now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They've got first down from the 31. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And he's going to get this up across the 35 to maybe the 37. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10 from the 41. Lamar back to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Play fake, Jackson. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go play fake with Jackson. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson's gonna throw again. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There's no question that offensively you're disappointed when you're in these goal to go and you go backwards. But this is one of those situations, Kate, where I got to give a tremendous amount of credit to that defense, that surge, that want to, that leverage to not just stop them at the point of attack, but knock them 2 yards backwards.
Henry. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him 1 yard on that play. Another good stop, and that forces 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning in from the 16. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Buys time, rolling right. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Prescott set to pass. It's taken in by Lamb. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Into traffic, complete. And they take him down right along the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Now here's Prescott. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh no, give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they are there to bring him to a halt at the 26. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Lamar now from the gun. That's taken in by Henry. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and 6 coming up here. Running this with Henry. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
With a slate of downs to approach here and here's Jackson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Ravens leading by 11. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Jackson looking to throw. Henry on the catch. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Turpin with a return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They run it with King Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Another run for Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. First down, ball at the 36. Running once more with Henry. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Henry on the option. And they take him down right along the 30. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Changing it up here, Jackson. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're gonna take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE, bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.